Hi there, my name is Havenhand, and these are my two friends, Gray and Marvin. We plan to survive 100 days in Hardcore Minecraft's latest version, 1.19. We're going to explore some mangrove swamps, we're going to find ourselves some frog friends, we're probably going to run and scream like babies from the wardens, the usual stuff really, like how you should probably subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoy. It's up to you, but on day one, when we began, I started by grabbing some wood. Like a lot of it, oh boy. It would have been so easy to make an axe, but well, there I go, punching wood. We also actually spawned next to a mangrove swamp, and so I decided to check it out. This place is kind of creepy. Trying to find your way out of here would be really difficult if I went too far deep in there, so I've got to be a bit careful. Also, frogs! Look at that! Aren't they adorable? I spent the rest of the day basically murdering every animal under the sun before all three of us was able to snuggle in for the night. Isn't that adorable? And during the night, as I slept, I started having dreams. Great dreams. Amazing dreams. Because I feel honored to thank the sponsor of this video, Raid Shadow Legends. Are you out here having not played Raid Shadow Legends? Like, seriously? What are you doing? It's free. It's fun. All the ladies will love you, trust me. If you don't believe me, well, why don't you check out some of the champions? Cardial. Listen, I love the arena in this game, and this man dominates it. You like doing crit damage? Well, this man not only buffs himself, but buffs the entire team to do more crit damage. Also, look at the guy. Do you really want to fight him? How about Gorgadap? Listen, I'm a big fan of a healer, and this man is a healer. Whether it be team healing, team revival, he got it all. Like, why are you still here? Why haven't you downloaded it yet? And there is a ton happening this month in Raid, with some new champions, an update to the tag arena, a full schedule of special events and tournament, but here is the main event. Raid's currently running the special Deliana Chase event, where you can get your hands on the amazing Deliana, a brand new legend champion from the High Elves faction, just by logging in. All you have to do is log in and play Raid for 7 days between now and July 20th, and you'll get her completely free. That's it. Deliana's one of the strongest support champions in the entire game and can help carry your team get past many of Raid's toughest challenges. Trust me, you do not want to miss her. And if you click my link in the description and scan my QR code here on the screen, you'll get a free starter pack worth almost $40. We're talking free champions at once. Misericord, Tiger Soul, and Romero, plus 10 Magic XP brews, 10 Force XP brews, 10 Spirit brews. That's huge. These great freebies are only available for the next 30 days, so you need to get schmoving, lads. All of these treasures will be found as soon as you download the game right here. And the gifts keep on coming. Once you're in game, just enter the promo code MyDeliana and get your hands on everything. Get 50 XP brews to instantly get your legendary hero Deliana to max level 50, as well as a ton of silver. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Raid Shadow Legends, again. Let's get on to the video. I began a bit of a dig down before letting Marvin take over doing most of the work. Really nice to have yourself a mining slave. Not like I wasn't doing anything. I was cooking some schmeats. Once that was cooked though, I did begin digging, which, wait a minute, how am I now the mining slave? What the hell just happened? This staircase honestly didn't really have that much. I did get a couple of scraps of iron, but hey, other than that, this was a pretty basic staircase. We dug all the way down until Deep Slate, and we got there on day 3. Also, apparently every skeleton under the... You know, I was going to say sun, but we're in a cave, so the cave did have a little bit of iron, which I was able to make the basics from. It wasn't a lot, but we are slowly making progress. We moved further into the cave on day 4, where I very quickly ran out of coal. I do love Deep Slate caves, but man, they are quite annoying to deal with the lack of coal. And so then I did something that I haven't done in normal Minecraft for years, and made charcoal. I know, disgusting. After that, I was able to find myself a couple of diamonds. I really wish I could say more than a couple, but honestly, it was not a lot. I got a grand total of 8 diamonds, which felt very underwhelming, but you know, that's Deep Slate caves for you. At least it looked cool. Like, so cool, my god. Anyway, after my food resources was low, I knew it was time for me to head up. By the time me and Marvin got home on day 5, we returned home to Build Grey 1. A nice little cobblestone, perfect starter house. We then decided to split up and do separate tasks. I was on sugarcane collection duty. It was going really well until I got lost in the mangrove swamp. If only I didn't call it 4 days ago. At least it looked really cool. On day 6... Oh no. Okay, I survived. Okay, good start. Then it was on to more sugarcane collection. A broken nether portal was able to give me a little bit of gold armor and some obsidian, and then some casual pig slaughter. Honestly, a really good day. Also managed to find my way home and set up a nice basic sugarcane farm. I headed back underground on day 7. Firstly, I found myself a mine shaft where I got a little bit of iron and, well, copper, and then more copper, even more copper, even more copper. How much copper did you get, Haven? Someone said at the back of the room. First of all, shut up and don't speak over me. Second of all, I don't don't think we will ever use as copper, but you know, it's just we have it. Cool. It didn't stop day 8. There was just so much copper and I just wanted it all. Oh god, give me all the copper. Also, Austin's here. Not really sure why. He just showed up and we just let him play. I got back on day 9 and showed Austin my new skin. Mentioned this during Skyblock. I didn't see any comments about it, so I want some comments about this. I got some nice new long sleeves on my guy. Isn't that really, really cool? Everybody, please in the comments tell me about my new cool long sleeves. I'll heart the comment or something. I don't know. Just please tell me the skin looks good, please. Ray wanted a little bit of copper, so I think I provided just enough for him. Austin made a, yeah. Just gonna... And then we gave Austin a bit of an ultimatum. He either goes and gets us some diamond and stuff, or he goes into the ground, because we're gonna kill him. We're gonna murder him in the face. He chose to get diamonds for some weird reason. I'm not surprised he made that decision. I upgraded from gold armor to iron armor on day 10. I also made some armor for Gray if he just bloody stands still. Just take it! That's gonna be up there the entire time, isn't it? Fine, whatever. And then I went down to get some more obsidian. I wanted to make a nether portal. Not sure how much I wanted to enter the nether just yet, but it's good to have it for the time being. Decided to put the portal in this tree. Not really sure why, but hey, we move on. I even decided to make it a little bit more fancy on day 11. I mean, fancy is the word I'm going to put in quotation marks, but, you know, it still looks fancy. And then Marvin convinced me it's time to take a little trip into the nether. This nether sucks. We spawned in a crimson biome and there's just nothing around. This sucks. Anyway, already leaving. I don't want to be in here. After asking Gray if he needed help with anything, he told me to, and I quote, do one. And so I decided to go and set up a level 30 enchanter. This included some more sugarcane grabbing and more cow murdering. On day 12, I'm not gonna lie, I spent the day AFK. I just basically forgot that I was recording. Sorry about that, guys. Though when I picked things back up on day 13, I went into the world to find some more cows. And to be fair, I did find some cows. Just didn't expect them to be mushroom cows. That's a new one. I thought it'd be a funny prank to bring him back for the lads of the boys. I don't remember the last time I found a mushroom island in a surviving 100 days video. I don't know if I ever have, but yeah, there's just one there. By the time I got back, it was day 14 and well...
Wait, why'd you only bring one back?
I may have accidentally murdered the rest.
So we have one.
What?
Guys, it's not about breeding them. It's like a trophy.
No, we could have bred them. Haven.
What is his name?
Tinetimber.
What?
Tinetimber.
What?
Somebody will get that. Someone will get that, but it's Tinetimber.
How much do I have to bribe you to go back and get another one?
I don't think there was. There was only a baby.
Bring the child.
Bring the child.
So I picked up my things and headed back to the Mushroom Islands. It wasn't too far away, but this was still a bit of a nuisance. Before I do that, though, on day 15, I did get this buried treasure map, and I decided that I'm going to find myself a buried treasure. And after expertly digging it up, I found a part of the sea. I'm sure we'll do so much with that, like I've done every single 100 days. Ah, yes, the baby. Let's go. I'm sorry. It may have taken 3 extra days, but there we are. We have brought the baby back home. Let's go. After that, I was able to set up the enchanter. Had the bookshelves and all. Quite good. Day 17, I decided to run off and get myself 30 levels for the enchanter. I found myself a mineshaft. I don't think it was the same mineshaft as the one before, because this mineshaft had plenty of coal. Also, cave spiders. Lots of cave spiders. It's always fun when you get to deal with cave spiders. At least I was able to get 30 levels. I gave my half-broken diamond pickaxe to Marvin, just because I wanted to make a new one. And one level 30 enchanter later, I had a pretty solid pickaxe. I'll definitely take it. Then I saw looting free on the diamond sword when I put it in there and decided that I really wanted a looting free sword as soon as possible. And so I needed to go and get more levels. Just to save some time though, I decided it was probably best that I go into the nether itself. You know, how quartz is probably much quicker than mining coal, though because the diamond pickaxe has silk touch on it, I'm not able to use that to mine the ore, so have to slowly mine it with a different pickaxe. Isn't that fun? I was still able to return home the same day with 30 levels, where I got looting free on my diamond sword. And also Bane of Arthropods 4, but we won't talk about that one. Oh, look at that, Austin's back. Anyway, hey, I got a sweet free repair on my armor. I'll definitely take that. I decided I wanted to wait until the nights for slimes. You see, you could actually breed frogs with slime balls, and so I decided that I'm gonna see about waiting in the swamp and getting some slimes. Didn't take me too long because I had the looting free sword, and then when they finally laid their eggs, I was a little bit confused of why they didn't lay anything. But after figuring it out, I saw the eggs and I thought maybe I could pick those up with silk touch. Never mind. Just quickly pausing for a second, I may have accidentally left the stream cap on by accident on day 20. I do apologize. That being said, I started off the day with another bit of murder, and then I led some froggeroonies back home. Marvin and Gray was, yeah. And then we got ourselves some tadpoles. I'm not sure how long we need to wait, but still, but the tadpoles, isn't that cute? I'm going to combine day 21 and day 22 together because I got over 4 stacks quartz ore from the Silk Touch pickaxe. Plan was to bring it back to the overworld and mine them in a more safer place. I even found myself a nether fortress. I did try to enter it, but it was very clear that I was, well, as the kids say, getting wrecked. And so I decided to leave whilst I'm still alive. I grinded some quartz in the overworld, doing 2 level 30 enchants. Firstly, getting a efficiency 4 and unbreaking 3 diamond pickaxe. And then I got myself a tadpoles. Oh, this is adorable. They finally hatched. Also, amazingly, I then got fortune 3. Isn't that great? I decided to combine the pickaxes together, and now I have a pretty damn good pickaxe, if you ask me. And so it's time for us to go back in the mines. On day 24, I was exploring some stuff, found myself a spawner. Got a couple of horse things, you know, the saddle and the armor. And of course, you know what I'm about to say, people. Got myself some melon seeds. I spent the next 4 days down in the caves mining. The goal was to try and get every single person full diamond. And so I ended up getting a grand total of 44 diamonds thanks to the fortune 3. Honestly, I felt like I could have got more, but the actual diamonds that I got, you know, I didn't actually find that many. I'm just really grateful that I had fortune 3 with me. And by the time I got home on day 30, it was turning night. Frogs were hatched and I got my little babies. Isn't that cute? And then I made full diamond for myself and Gray because, you know, I take care of my friends like that. I was slightly AFK on day 31, but when I came back, I pretty much, well, I got a little bit distracted. And there was this frog, and he was jumping from one pillar to the other, just going back and forth. And he did this for a while, but I don't know why I'm enjoying this so much. I then finished the day by planting some melons. Marvin returned on day 32, was cooking it up for some reason. I don't know why he's cooking this. Also, Gray has been spending his time building a windmill. That windmill just blew up, so a really good start to the day. After that, with all these ores that we have, I decided to set up a automatic cooker. Just whatever you do, do not tell Gray that I well, broke some of his house to make it work. He'll cry, and we don't want to upset Gray now, do we? On day 33, me and Marv jumped back into the nether. The plan was simple. We're gonna get ourselves some levels, and then we're gonna explore ourselves a bastion. Marvin found one earlier, and we want to see if we could get a particular music disc. I'll let you guess which one it was. I was getting up to 30 levels when, well, would you look at that? Ancient debris. Why 50? I knew it was possible, but I've never seen it happen before. So, yeah, isn't that interesting? We got ourselves to the bastion on day 34. Exploring around the bastion, we really didn't find anything that useful. We got some golden carrots. Does that count? We got a few of them. 35, I pretty much just spent the rest of the day trying to get to level 40. I just thought I could do a couple of level 30 enchants. It'd just be better for the long run. And I instantly returned on day 36, where, returning home, Ray had made some fantastic paths between the starter house and the windmill. What you need to know is, whilst me and Marvin are sort of the explorers of the game, Gray kind of just decided to hang back and make the base look pretty. I mean, if that's what he wants to do, that's what he'll do. When Marvin returned shortly afterwards, he actually recommended we go to a village he spotted earlier to get some villagers. And so we set off, and along the way we actually found ourselves a pillager outpost, which had something that I completely forgot was in the game. A laze. 100% not bothering with the villagers right now. We're gonna get some of these guys back. We got back by the night's end on day 37. Now, I'm not 100% sure how a laze work. I gave them a diamond and I gave them a golden apple, but well, I'm just hoping it would work. Unfortunately, we quickly learned that's not how a laze work. Turns out they don't necessarily bring new items as I thought they would. They sort of just pick up items that you may have not picked up in the first place. So they'd be quite useful to have if you're exploring caves, but right now maybe not that perfect for what I wanted them to do. After that, I enchanted my diamond armor and my bow, getting protection free on everything except my helmet, and a pretty decent bow too. I'm not gonna turn that one down. And then into the nether we go. It's time for us to go and kill a dragon. I returned to the fortress on day 39 with a lot more diamond armor and a lot more enchants. Killing every blaze that I could, I very quickly was easily able to obtain 22 blazes. blaze rods. And just like that, I'm heading home. I got back to the portal on day 40, and Marvin, of course, returning with me. We pretty much spent the rest of the day just looking at the stuff that Gray had done. He really had made this place look good. And on day 41, well, when we entered the Nether, we actually split up, where I was going to get blaze rods and Marvin was going to get ender pearls, and Marvin was able to get 10 ender pearls. And we decided to go for it. We know we're a little low on the pearls, but if the portal was mainly lit, that wasn't something we didn't have to worry about too much. And so we went into the mangrove swamp. The eyes led us straight to the stronghold on day 42. We did get to the stronghold, and just like that, we got lost. I'm not gonna lie, we spent a while down here. It was kind of sad. But by the time we got there on day 43, completely empty portal, may I ask, but I just had enough eyes to find it, thanks to some ender pearls we found in the chest at the stronghold. And at this point, I mean, it really wasn't that hard to kill. I mean, how many times have we killed an ender dragon at this point? This was an easy one. Got ourselves some levels too. Isn't that great? On day 44, well, things changed quite drastically. You see, as you know, this is a trio 100 days video, where the three of us survived 100 days in hardcore Minecraft. However, due to some personal reasons that we will describe as Fortnite gaming, our good friend Grayscape unfortunately had to leave. And since I'm going to America in the near future, I need the footage recorded a lot sooner than I initially planned, and so unfortunately Gray dropped out of the video for the time being, and me and Marvin was going to carry on without him. He won't feel too bad though. We did make him a nice little shrine in his windmill. Hopefully he'll come back later. A little bit of a foreshadowing for you. On day 45, I wanted to improve my gear a little bit more. Starting off by getting a sharpness sword and combining it with my sword to make a looting and sharpness sword. And then I tried yet again to get a good diamond helmet, where I failed miserably. And I was actually out of levels, but because of the automatic cooker we have, the way it actually works is that if you break the furnace, it actually gives you all the levels in it. And so when I was able to break it, well, all my levels was instantly refilled. Kind of a cheeky little way to steal all the levels from everybody else, but I mean, I don't even think they know about this exploit, so I'm not going to complain. And with that done, on day 46, me and Marvin headed back into the Nether, because we was going to do our next task. For those people who have watched the 1.17 and 1.18 100 days videos, they know that we like to do wither fights. Usually it's a 3 versus 3 wither fight or a 4 versus 4 wither fight. We decided to do a 2 versus 2 wither fight, and to do that we of course need 6 wither skulls. We both had looting and was hoping it wasn't going to take that long. It actually took all the way up until day 51 to actually complete this, and Marvin only got 1 skull the entire time. I got the other 5. In fact, at the end, because of these 2 wither skeletons, I actually got 2 wither skulls in one go, which is, well, I've never had that luck before. I'm very happy how quickly I was able to get these wither skulls here. Once we returned on day 52, I yet again tried to fix my helmet to something good, and finally got protection on it. Protection 4, respiration 3, definitely take that one. Then we finally decided to pick up the villagers again. So we wanted to do this a while back, but got distracted by the pillager outpost and the LAs, but we want to bring a couple of villagers over, and we knew that the closest villager to us was at the other side of this mangrove swamp. On day 53, we began the journey of trying to get the villagers to the other side of the mangrove swamp where our base was. Let me ask you all a question. Have you ever tried to get a boat through a mangrove swamp? My assumption is no, because 1.19 is still in the process of coming out, but never ever do this. This was the worst thing I've ever done in Minecraft. This took so long to do. Anyway, by the night came, I got my villager back to the safe spot. Now, earlier, Gray actually made a villager breeder. Me or Marvin had no idea on actually how to use it, but for the time being, we'll at least get the villagers in there and we'll figure it out later. I mean, we did try on day 54, but neither of us really had a clue. I basically just put beds at the other side and hope for the best. I mean, maybe this is how you work it. Without Gray, we honestly don't have a clue though. This was a fun day. And then on day 55, I decided that, well, I was gonna have a little bit of fun. So I was there leading some sheep over, and Marvin left. He wanted to go into the end, see about getting some elytras, and I didn't really have much else to do. So I got these sheep, and then I turned them blue, and I was breeding them on day 56, and I was dyeing them on day 56. I was getting a lot of wool, and I began to create something quite sus. I even hid it in the mangrove trees so Marvin wouldn't see it. It was slow going on day 57, but progress was being made. Slowly it was being made. On day 58, I got all of the blue wool needed to finish the inside, and then I just needed to finish the glass face thingy. I don't really know exactly what it is. So I turned all the sheep into light grey wool sheeps. And on day 59, I had created my 2D pixel Among Us sus. And with it hidden in the mangrove trees, totally can't see it or anything. When the time comes, I will reveal it to Marvin, and he will be bamboozled. He returned on day 60. Didn't have a clue. He even gave me an elytra. What a fool. Anyway, I was planning to go caving, but before I did that, I at least need to cook some schmeats. On day 61, after all the food was cooked, it's time for us to head underground. The idea was that we wanted to get a bunch of iron for a beacon. So me and Marvin, well, we both said we'd go into our own separate caves and get some iron. Little did I know that I was about to be bamboozled myself. Between day 61 all the way until day 67, I spent my time mining iron. Even with a fortune pickaxe, this still took a while to do. I'll give a little bit of an update on day 65 where, well, something incredible happened. Just casually digging down looking for a deep slate cave when I landed in an ancient city. I mean, last time I had to do a ritual that was totally legit. This one was just random. I actually can't believe I found this. Also got a new little advancement too. That's it to the game in this update. Then I just casually, sneakily looked around and then legged it! Run! I don't want to die in here! That was a good time. On day 67, I was finally heading back home when, well... Oh, come on!
What?
I did it first!
Okay. I did it better.
No, you don't know. Mine's hitting the trees. Mine's more sussy.
No, yeah, but mine's 3D.
Yours is so fat. It's so wide.
Mine's wide? Have you seen yours?
It's pixel art. Yours looks like a frickin'... It looks
Doesn't matter that it's pixel art. It's still thick.
Your freaking needs to go on a jog. Since Marvin's was revealed, I decided I revealed my own. And so on day 68, I tried to use a flint and steel to remove the trees. For some weird reason, I forgot that wool burns. I don't know how that happened, and a mistake was made. A bad mistake was made. Luckily, I mean, it could have gone worse. I was able to fix it because I had some spare leftover blue wool. And then on day 69, it was time for us to prepare for the wither fight. I made all the potions. I made some strength. I made some regen, I made some health, and yeah, that pretty much summed up the day. It was just me making potions. On day 70, I found a nice little place to have an epic wither fight. If you can call it epic. Honestly, we kind of destroyed them. I think that maybe we probably should have got a third wither, because this was pathetically easy, I'm not gonna lie. On day 71, I made the beacon, and I trusted Marvin to make the beacon blocks, and yeah, that's what we did all day. Well, how did it take all day, do you ask? Simple. I don't think Marvin knows how to place a beacon, because it just didn't work, and then I had to go down there to try and fix it for him. We never got the full beacon advancement. Don't know what happened, but this is 100% Marvin's fault, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he was doing, but this took all day to fix. On day 72, I tried to enchant a diamond pickaxe, and again, and again. Oh, there you go. And then it happened. Oh, f*** off. Alright, let's go mine some netherite. Hey, look, a nether frog. Oh my god, no! Anyway, the mining begun because we wanted to get some netherite. And thanks to the power of editing, we had 21 pieces of netherite on day 78. Marvin had the rest for us both to be able to get 6 netherite ingots, and we headed home. We began cooking the netherite on day 79. Also had some dancing too. Once it was all cooked and made, we had 6 pieces of netherite each. That's enough for full armor, a pickaxe, and a sword, and Marvin, really? Day 80 was just more messing around. We finally got a use for the copper. So, out of all the things we could have made with the copper, what do you think we made with the copper? Just out of curiosity. Well, there we go on day 82. Oh, it looks awful. It looks so bad. What do we make this?
So bad. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Oh,
I'm gonna cry, Haven.
Masterpiece.
What a masterpiece.
Oh, man. Now we have 3 Among Us in this world. I think this is going to be a record for a 100 days video, I swear. And then on day 83, Gray returned. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to say. Gray finally came back to the video, finished playing Fortnite, and so we gave him a bit of a tour around. We showed him the Among Us. We showed him the shrine in the windmill. We showed him everything that we did, and he was very upset. He also yelled at us about the village stuff. I don't know why. I guess he can now show us on how to do it properly at least. He did inform us that there was also a closer village in the plains just up ahead, and why didn't we go to that one instead? And we kind of got really angry about this, and so when we got there on day 84, we may have murdered all the Iron Golem's villagers or burnt it to the ground. Not that resentful, if you ask me. Anyway, it's time for us to get mending. Day 85 was Gray messing around with the villagers to get us all mending. All of my armor itself was actually pretty good. The only thing that I need is to repair it with mending, and then we'd be good to go. I was able to get mending on all of my stuff the next day, day 86. And again, there was that furnace right there, so I was able to break it, and it instantly repaired all of my armor. And then on day 87, we headed towards the ancient city. And it was a little bit of a trek away. We also may have gone to the wrong coordinate. Don't want to talk about it. But by the day of 90, we got to the original cave where I found the ancient city and dug back down. Once we got there on day 91, we spent the next 2 days down here just trying to survive. For those who saw my 1.19 solo video, you guys will know that surviving down here was already difficult and scary enough. Since that time, wardens have now added a scream feature that does an insane amount of damage. Despite the fact I am 3/4 netherite, these screams do 8 hearts of damage nearly. And 2 screams, I would have been killed, so I'm very lucky to have survived long. Whilst I was searching as well, I kept finding these disc scraps and decided that I wanted to be able to get a full disc to listen to the new music. You need 9 in total, and I was able to get 6, and thanks to Gray getting the other 3, I was able to get out of there without little issue. Also got a couple of enchanted golden apples. I did have to eat one on the way out because I kind of got screamed through the wall, and well, if I didn't eat it, I would have died, and that would have sucked on day 93. That being said, it's time to head home. On day 94, we returned home to listen to the music.
Is that the new music? I don't hear it.
Yeah, that was not worth it. And then we actually talked about what we wanted to do for the final 5 days. Me and Gray argued that we wanted to go get Pigstep to actually listen to a good music disc. Marvin argued to go and kill the Ender Dragon. So we flipped a coin and the Ender Dragon won. And so we returned into the Nether on day 95 to get a couple of gas tiers. We pretty much spent all of 95 and all of 96 killing some gas. Got 4 gas tiers in total. And it was time for us to now head back to the stronghold. We got there on the day of 97. And when we did get there, we decided that we was going to wait until day 100 to respawn the Ender Dragon and kill it one more time. There wasn't really much else to say. The Ender Dragon was killed on day 100 with the easiest Ender Dragon fight I think I've ever done. One last sleep and we had survived 100 days in 1.19.